122,000 toilets for people to use. I definitely would not be wanting to clean those porta potties afterwards. Hello, Pastor Glenn here from Bethel Christian Assembly in Brandon, Manitoba. Just going to take a couple minutes and share a couple thoughts with you today. And my thought today is large, huge, humongous gatherings with every tribe, every nation, every tongue, every language, and people everywhere. Something that we can't really experience right now, right? And it got me kind of stopping to think, and I thought, I wonder what the largest gathering ever is. And it's kind of hard to say, but I think I'm getting it close. And the largest gathering, according to the internet that I could find, is a gathering called Kumbh Mela. And it's been titled the largest peaceful human gathering in human history. And some of the numbers, it's hard, they kind of fluctuate, but some of the numbers are 100 million people gathered together in one place. And it comes from an Indian festival that's celebrated by the Hinduism, and they come to the river and they wash in the river, and the river forgives them and gives them forgiveness. It happens about every 12 years. And to get the scale of that gathering, I thought it was quite interesting that the last time they did it, it records that they brought in 122,000 toilets. 122,000 toilets for people to use. I definitely would not be wanting to clean those porta potties afterwards. But even in a small scale here at Bethel, I think the thing I miss the most, because I've always enjoyed music, is congregational singing. People coming together. I enjoy praise and worship, and I enjoy music, and I enjoy listening to people sing, and I enjoy especially hearing the congregation singing to God. And it's one thing to sing in a room. A lot of the things we've done, just recording a song with just a guitar or just a piano and that kind of stuff. But it's something very different to be with a large gathering of people. Even if in our context that's 300 people, it's still very different to be in that congregational gathering with 300 people and hearing them express their heart towards God. Large gatherings and great multitudes. Revelations, I mentioned it at the beginning, says this. It says, "After this, I looked, and there before me was a great multitude that no one could count, from every nation, tribe, people, and language, standing before the throne and before the Lamb. They were wearing white robes and were holding palm branches in their hand." I can't imagine, first of all, I can't imagine my thoughts that first time we get together within the walls of Bethel and we are singing congregationally, and I don't know what that's going to look like or sound like, but in my imagination, I can hear, "Here I am to worship," with 300 people singing. And I love when I get to fade in the background and just listen to the congregation singing to God, or listen to people singing to God. Or maybe it'll sound like, "Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine." Or the old one that everyone knows, "Amazing grace, how sweet." Or, "How great is our God. Sing with me, how great." It's pretty hard to sing that in a room all by yourself. Sing with me. And I can't imagine what that day is going to be like when we get together and we sing those songs, "Here I am to worship," come together. But what's it going to look like when that great multitude in heaven, from every tribe, every nation, every tongue, comes together before God? The very next verse 10 in Revelation says this. It says, "Salvation belongs to our God, who sits on the throne, and to the Lamb." And my closing thought today is just, I'd love to have you a part of that crowd. I know some people don't like crowds, but there's something about a gathering of people. There's something about individual solitude, isolation, that is good for us, but there's something about getting together with a large group of people. And Romans 10:9 says this. It says, "If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord, and you believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved." Two closing things. Jesus is Lord. Just acknowledging that God is in control. I surrender. I trust him. And secondly, to believe in your heart that God raised Jesus from the dead. There's more than just this life. Death is not the end. It's not the final chapter. So I'm looking forward to large gatherings. I'm looking forward to being together with people and being in a place where we can celebrate whatever it might be, or especially congregational singing, and especially that day, one day when great multitude will be before God's throne. And today I just wish and hope for you blessings and wisdom, and just pray that your life will be blessed.